All right, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're checking out Horizon Forbidden West again. We do have the 4070 Super in here right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys something. So let me just run for a minute. Because yesterday I made a video, and then I got some suggestions today, you know, to raise my whatchamacallit, my shader cache. So I set that at 100 gigs. Then I jumped back in the game and I was like, okay, so we need to figure out what is going on and why that game was stuttering so much. So as you can see, it's not doing the stuttering thing anymore. I mean, every once in a while we get a little bit of, you know, I honestly kind of think that there has to do with possibly recording using shadow play. those little dips that we're getting now. So, all right. So now we'll start right here. These are still the same settings. So let's go down here, and then we are going to go and turn frame generation on. And you're gonna see. So before I started recording, that the frame generation was like 150, like well 130 to 150 frames a second. So obviously it has to do with like recording. But you see that big stutter that we just got. Now watch it as we keep going. There will be more of those. Should happen again soon. So I think those bad boys. It kind of feels like it might be tied to like the frame gen. Cause look at this, dude. Now I'm and recording with the with shadow play. Because when I'm not on shadow play, this frame rate is ridiculously higher than this. See right now about like where we're at right now. Okay.
I'll keep some extra on hand.
Okay, come on. Stop being weird, lady. Ooh, piece of candy room. Ooh, piece of candy room. So I think it was just tied to like frame gen and stuff. And I mean obviously we got a patch today, and obviously it's nowhere near as bad as it was like during that last 40-minute video. It was cropping up pretty often. So, oh, you know what? Let's go over there to the town and check that out. Let's go back to the town and check that out. See, I mean, like, we're still getting them every once in a while. We got we've had like 2 big ones since we turned back on the frame gen. So, see if we can get any more. Because I really do think it was tied. I think it is. Yeah, there's another one. I do kind of feel like it is tied to like frame generation, to be completely honest with you. Because once we get over here around like these buildings and stuff, it seems to start picking back up. We'll just run around in here for a second and see. So, I mean, it could be, you know, like the shadow play, like recording that's setting it off. But I was getting this kind of stuttering before I started recording it. So now we're going to go back to settings. We're going to go over here to display, and we're going to turn that back off. As you can see, I've got like the rate. So yeah, that's going to be on, but I had that off for a minute. Frame generation off, apply. Okay. Now we'll just run around. We'll get back out of town.
Get this turned into something tasty.
And then we'll run back up there to where we just were. But then I want to show you guys something else here just in a second too. Which is even more interesting. Because now this is running fine. And we're running at a decent frame rate and everything. So like frame gen through here was what, giving us like 140 something. And now we're like over 100 frames with just DLSS quality at 1440p. But you guys notice we're not doing those big massive frame freaking things anymore. So it might just be, you know, because of the recording software and frame generation, but it was doing it with just the frame gen enabled. It was doing it with just the frame gen enabled before it started recording it. So I want to run back down here to the city thing and kind of see if it'll start freaking out again. Try to keep that where we can see that graph. So we run around here. You see a lot more. I mean, like, obviously there's still a little bit of instability in there. But now let's get in here. Run around. See, it's a lot more stable now. But all right, now I want to show you guys something even cooler. Not even cooler, but something that's like, whoa, I can't believe that. So now if we go over here, go down to settings, graphics. Oh no, not graphics. And we turn that to AMD and apply that. I was a little bit flatter before I recorded it, but the frame rate, ooh boy, frame rate was a little bit higher. This actually doesn't look too different from like DLSS on this game. It actually looks pretty good still. That holds up very well. Let's get over in here. So yeah, this is a good experience. I just, you know, with frame gen, we were getting some like really big annoying stutters in there, but now that, you know, we're not using the frame generation, it seems to be significantly better. I'm still going to be trying some of you guys' other suggestions, you know, like locking down the GPU, my screen refresh rate to like 158, or like my VSync or something, and then using VSync, because I don't think I was using VSync on there, but yeah. So, ooh, dang, we got some massive stutters right there. I think it might actually be because of like the shadow play, because I was sitting here playing it for like 20 minutes, playing around with this stuff before I even got on there. So I think that some of this has to do with shadow play as well. Some of the instability of like frame times and stuff. So I might actually have to get like a second PC for recording, where I might start doing that on the ROG Ally. Start doing all my recording using the ROG or something. Because, yeah, for the most part, I'm happy with this now. Like, this runs great, feels great, looks great, all of that. I think that the problems are literally just tied to, you know, like frame generation being on and maybe a combination. I mean, obviously with frame generation, we're getting more stutters in the game with the frame generation enabled, so I'm thinking that that might be part of it. But and then once you like switch them and stuff, because we just switched back to DLSS, so I think that kind of has something to do with it. I don't know. I'm not sure, my friends. But yeah, this is running a lot better for me. Like I said, I was playing it for like 20 minutes before I even started recording because I was like trying to figure some of this out, and it was all perfect with just DLSS on, and it was perfect with AMD's FSR 2 on, and it was only the frame gen that was giving me issues. So I was like, ooh, I better make a video. Ooh, I better make a video. So yeah, that's awesome. So, alright my friends, if you guys like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'm going to be right back on over to Dragon's Dogma. So, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. And there's a video for Dragon's Dogma coming out soon. Alright.